Hello again and happy Wednesday. Now we have another day where conditions across the south are pretty quiet. That is until you look towards the southeast where Hurricane Ian is ravaging the state of Florida right now, prompting numerous flash flood warnings. They even have a tornado watch in effect for the eastern half of the state, spanning from Daytona Beach to about as far south as West Palm Beach. There has been some more watches and warnings in effect over the past couple of days, but that's what's active right now. Now things in West Texas are a lot quieter than what's happening in Florida. We're sitting under sunny skies right now. Temperatures as low as the mid 80s and as warm as the lower 90s, forgive me. 90 even is the temperature right now between San Angelo and Abilene. 92 over in Comanche, 94 in Roby. They're going to be that warm spot right now. And then that cool spot for West Texas is going to be Brady at 86 degrees. Overnight going to be similar to what we've been seeing the past couple nights. Radiational cooling setting in thanks to that lack of cloud cover, the lack of winds. Temperatures getting down to the mid to upper 50s, lower 60s once again possible in the big country where they could see a few isolated clouds to help hold in some of that heat overnight. 64 is going to be that low in Abilene. They're going to be one of the warmer spots tonight, believe it or not. 58 going to be our low in San Angelo, 57 in El Dorado. Ozona going to be that cool spot getting down to 56 degrees. And tomorrow, going to start out the day with that nice crisp fall breeze in the 50s, picking up to the lower 70s as early as 10 a.m. by lunchtime, getting into the lower 80s. By 2 p.m., just before the kids are getting ready to end the school day, getting up to the upper 80s. But we're going to stick to the upper 80s, could possibly break to 90 even, but looking to stick mainly around the upper 80s, lower 90s as we get into our evening tomorrow. That's thanks to this upper level ridge that we've been talking about at the moment, centered over the Four Corners, a little bit of far west Texas encompassed in that. It's going to start to shift a little bit east by Friday. It'll weaken as it centers over the state, but we'll still see that high pressure dominating the forecast as we look into the weekend and into the start of next week. It's not really going to budge much, so we'll be seeing those temperatures just around average, slightly above average over the next couple of days. I'm going to peek back over into the tropics because we've been talking so much about Hurricane Ian, but we've had our newest tropical depression form in the Atlantic today as well, Tropical Depression 11 form. Now this storm, thankfully, is going to have a pretty short lifespan, expected to die out by weekend, but not before it possibly becomes a tropical storm. And if it does become a tropical storm, this one will take on the name Julia. And it seems like just a week ago or a week and a half ago, we were talking about how we barely made it through this first column, but now we're already halfway through the second column. But bringing things back home where it's not quite as exciting, we're going to be staying sunny through the first half of the forecast period. Cloud cover picking up towards the end with temperatures on the decrease, getting into the mid to upper 80s by this time next week. Back to you, Esmeralda.